Everybody loves unboxing videos and I have boxes. But no, today we are actually going to talk about microphones. So the importance of microphones are understated. I use the DJI Mic 2. In fact, I use a lot of others like the Sennheiser G3 and a couple of Zooms. And today we're actually going for this thing called Korfly. You can see that. Spotify, Lazada sale was just over and I actually found this online for $11. Look at the box. There's instructions, there's all these little things over here. It looks a little bit like a fake razor, but $11. Apparently the original price is like $60 or something like that. But I'm gonna hold my thoughts on that. So, we're gonna unbox this thing because, as I say, microphones are important. I cannot wait for a good deal all the time. Trash. Oh! Immediately I know that I like it already. Because everybody knows that I like a box. Okay, continue. I'm going to look down here. This is a Korfly or Ly, Korfly KFM01. Wireless transmission, the mic sensitivity is -38 to +2 dB, 98 dB, 2.4 gigahertz. It's alright. 2.4 gigahertz is, you got a range and everything. Signal to noise ratio 70 dB. 45 hours with 4 cycles of charging. Charge time 1.5 hours. Okay, let's take a look at this thing. Ooh. Okay, so we have these two things. Because it comes with these two things, apparently, for it to hang around your neck. So I'm just going to hang one first. Alright, that's the basic done. Comes with an instruction manual. Let's take a look at that. You know that the product is a little bit serious when there's a proper instruction manual with multiple pages. Product info, ID icon, infographics, instructions on connecting to phone, UI features, functional parameters. It's good. Okay. Okay, wrapped up. Very good. Hey, that's not so bad. That's not so bad, genuinely. I have very small hands. This is the DJI Mic 2 for comparison. Yeah? Charging point. Okay. Well, again, for comparison. Okay, much simpler connectivity point. I have to choose whether it's USB-C or whether it's Thunderbolt. But then again, everyone's shifting to USB-C, so I don't see that as an issue. Literally, that's a legacy problem. Oh, not bad. This clip, you've got all your indicators over here. Don't know if you can see or not. But basically, connection, battery, mic, and noise reduction. There's a noise reduction button here. There's a clip. The mic recording is over here. This is clearly a rip-off version from something like the Holyland Lab 2. But based on experience so far, those with this design are actually quite robust compared to the very cheapo thin ones that you see out there. I'm having high expectations for this. Okay, magnet. Magnet is good. Why? Because it means you can turn it. Yeah, you can clip it. And because I have this little hypnotism thing here. Aha! Does it rotate a lot? No, it's not too bad. So I can actually do it like that. In case I do not want to clip it onto my body, at least this is just something hanging out there. Let's go to somewhere else so that we can see how well this performs. So the first thing I want to mention is that this is not Bluetooth, right? It's connected via the USB-C. and can connect to 2 devices at one time. Noise reduction. Okay, so immediately I have a problem over here. I think that the LCD is not bright enough. So if I turn on this thing, it's a little green glow compared to the white, to like blue or something contrasting. This is green become yellow, so you can't really see it unless I do like that. But this is the noise reduction on. This is with the noise reduction on, and this is without the noise reduction. I'm not too sure. So we're going to test the sound now. You're going to hear whether or not noise reduction actually makes a difference. I'm going to turn it on again. Noise reduction on, and we're going to see what's the difference. Is there any difference? Okay, so I'm going to start now testing how far it can go. It's supposed to be 30 meters, and I'm going to continue walking. This is about 10 meters, and then I'm moving on. I say this is 20 meters. By the end of this pool, I hit 40 meters, and if we hit, this is so-called non-obstructive. So since at this point of time we've completely lost audio, I'm just going to cut in and start explaining the situation. When your mic is being connected, what happens is that this frequency here gets blocked. When you turn around, your body acts as a resistance to block the frequency, especially when the mic is on my chest. And I am as thick as it comes as a water body, so it doesn't transmit properly. But you can also see that at 50-meter point, the connection, once I'm front facing, actually does connect, if there is no obstruction. This is fine. Front. Did the audio cut? I'm not sure. As I say, noise reduction is on. I'm going to turn it off in a short while. But before that, I'm walking back to the camera and I'm back. Okay. Here's the true test of whether or not the noise reduction actually works. That's noisy. Okay. It's a bit too difficult of a test actually. But I'm going to turn off the noise reduction and we see how it's going to make a difference. Again, very hard to see in bright daylight. But it's off. Can you hear me? Is the noise crazy? We shall see. So it's time to go back home and we shall look at the results. I am looking at the Lazada website now and it's stated that the original price is $59 and now it's $29.99. I bought it for $11 on a sale. For $11, crazy good deal. $29.90, to be honest, still a good deal. Why? Because I actually really like this strap that they allow to hang on your neck, and all these little accessories are things that I like. But some people hate that, right? Some people just want it to be like super small. I like the bag so I can keep it into my own bag rather than just have like this container. Of course, I have the bag for this also. Comparing it apple to apple, meaning this mic versus other cheap mics that I've tested before, it's about the same. In fact, I cannot find any problems here, but I couldn't find that many problems in the previous mics also. What do I not like about this? There is a big problem actually. The big problem is that I was recording with my X5, and when I recorded it, the audio was actually being sent at a different speed as compared to the video, meaning that I had to do a lot of correction in post-production. So if you're actually using this with an X5, currently, I think it's not compatible. I've tested it with the DJI Mic 2 and it works. I've not tested it with other mics because I don't have it on hand, but so far this one doesn't work with this, but this works perfectly with your iPhone. My closing thoughts are, this is worth it if you are using it for a handphone. I definitely love the fact that there are accessories. If you want something more no frills, there are other options, but the price range is going to be a difference of less than $10. Lack of Bluetooth means I need to have a transceiver and a receiver to connect to my item, which can add some bulk. So Bluetooth, I kind of like that. Transmitter, you have longer range. So it's really a pro and con thing. At the end of the day, I'm not a professional reviewer. I'm trying to educate my audience on the importance of having quality audio when recording videos for self-promotion, self-branding, and any performance in general. This is Jerome and I'm signing out from Spark Social Lab.